Hello friends. Today let's talk about waste management. Be honest, you deal with a lot of trash every day, don't you? You probably found this video because you want to make a difference but don't know where to start. As a side note, I'd like to say I'm sorry about all the noise in this video, but I'm not sorry because mom life, it happens. Thanks for bearing with it. People are always telling me that I can't make a difference, no matter what I do. One person can't make a difference. But you know what? I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing this for me, to make myself feel better about my impact and to know that I'm not just a sloven, wasteful human being. So here's a few of the things that I do to help cut down on the waste in this household. All the paper that comes in, all the junk mail, the packages ordered, their cardboard boxes, their instructions, all the paper and cardboard and recyclable bits like that go into my compost. I used to try to recycle them, most of them, but I've decided it's all going in the compost now. So as of a couple days ago, no paper is going into my compost unless it is coated in plastic. I'm sure you've seen a few of those come into your mailbox. Those are annoying because I don't think they're recyclable at all. Excuse me. Then, besides that, when I go out to eat, you always get those to-go containers come home with you. Hopefully they're not styrofoam, because I have yet to find a place that will take them, particularly food-used styrofoam. But if they're cardboard or paper quality, like say Chipotle, and they're lovely. I have one, let me show you. Yeah? It is that.
Why?
So, the paper, those, I bring home with me. We went out to eat Chipotle last night. We haven't been out to eat in a long time. And I was thinking, yeah, they have these nice cardboard, eco-friendly-ish to-go containers. Well, here to containers too as well, because you eat them there in those bowls. But everybody throws them in the same trash can. They don't have a separate trash can for, hey, scrape out all your extra food, put it here, put your cardboard in this other one, or better yet, put it in the same one, and then put your cutlery in this one because it's not recyclable. As far as I'm aware, this plastic thing is not recyclable. It doesn't even have a plastic number on it. And then the aluminum tins in yet another container, right? That would make sense. Human beings should be able to sort that on their own. But unless Chipotle is doing it behind the scenes, all of this eco-friendliness is just greenwashing, right? They don't do anything with it. They expect me to take home my trash, which I'm doing.
Why take all the trash?
I'm taking home my trash so I can recycle it properly or dispose of it properly. The aluminum lid goes into my aluminum recycling. The plastic, I'm going to wish cycle it. I'm going to throw that in my recycling bin and hope it's recyclable. But all the paper, the bowl, the bag, my napkin, and this lovely little piece of paper that comes off of those damn straws. All of it is coming home, and all of that is going into my compost bin. The added benefit of all of this composting, you enjoy your fireman hat. Go take it to your fire truck. Go put out a fire. Georgia's on fire. What was I saying? All the beauty of putting all this in my compost, I'm building my compost pile to nourish my plants. Now, Some people would say, oh, what about all the glues and chemicals used to create these products? I'm contaminating my vegetables. Well, sure, that's possible. However, you throw it into a landfill, is it properly composted, or is it just a big hole in the ground with no air circulation, no water? It's a cesspit. In fact, I think they're lined in plastic. So are they really composting? Probably not. So my take on this is that it's better for the environment for me to compost it in my own compost bin. And my take on the chemicals, I'm gonna get exposed to these chemicals anyway. They're in the air. They're in the foods I get from the store. I can't grow and produce everything myself, especially since the city won't let me have meat animals. So I'm getting these chemicals that way. So what's it gonna hurt when the microorganisms nibble it all up, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Put a comment below if you know better than me. I'd love to know, and I would love to know where you get the information, because then I can further educate myself and make sure I'm doing what is best for me and the environment, right? So I'm just gonna give a quiet thank you to my partner and loving husband who deals with me and this little thing I do. He thought I was joking yesterday when we were at Chipotle, and I'm like, we should totally just take our trash home. And he's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yes, very serious. Let's take our trash home. So we took our trash home. Another thing I do is all the food waste in this house, from prepping meals to yard waste and garden waste. It all goes in my compost. I have a three stall system plus a barrel. All the edible food waste from the house goes in the barrel. That does include dairy, bread, and meat. The barrel keeps the critters out of it. I have a little hinge pin to keep the raccoons from figuring out. They don't have the strength, I don't think, to open it. They have the brains to figure it out. But anyway, I digress. All the food goes there. Everything else goes into my 3 stalls. And when the barrel is full and it needs to compost and get down and usable, I throw everything into I'd say a 5-gallon bucket, but it's smaller. I think it's like a 2-gallon bucket. I throw everything in there until I can pull everything out of my compost barrel into the bins or stalls to further compost. And then I start filling it again. I can empty the barrel twice a year. So loud. Then the other thing, waste-wise, that comes into your house is plastic films. This one I found out within the past year or 2. Actually, no, I've been doing it for the past 3 years, so before pandemic, is store drop-offs. If you go to the websites, your store has to, government mandate or something like that. That's what the website says anyway. But you'll notice it at Kroger's, at least, that they accept plastic bags. It's not just their plastic grocery bags. It's all plastic film bags. And it also includes cereal bags, the plastic inside certs of crackers. As long as the plastic isn't terrible, like rips like paper, and is actually a plastic, you can drop it off at the stores. So just go into the website, it'll show you everything you can do. Candy bar wrappers, potato chips, none of that, sadly, is possible that I have found. There's one company, I forget what they're called right now. I've got them saved on my phone's websites, but they will accept that. They'll also accept disposable razor heads and disposable razors in general because they'll pull the metal out. But they're not accepting right now. I can't get them to send me a box to send it to them. Then you have all the other plastics. Soda pop bottles, if you buy them. Milk jugs, which we get a lot of because I make my own yogurt, so I do a lot of milk. Those will go in my recycling bin until I can find a way to get less plastic brought into the house. But it's not in my trash can, so there's that. Then the aluminums, like pop cans, beer cans, the glasses. What glasses do we use? Pesto, which I'll hopefully be making my own this year, so I won't need it. Broken mason jars. Those will all go into my curbside. Styrofoam, I'm hunting right now. I saw locally where they did pickups, but I can't find actual information on it. But I do know it's possible to repurpose polystyrene. So I think that's actually it. I can't think of anything else that comes into our house. I had paper, food, metals, plastic. Anything else come into your house that I haven't mentioned? If so, comment below and we'll find a way to help you eliminate that waste so that it doesn't just get thrown into a landfill. Because, you know, that's what we just need. Mountains made of trash. Thanks for watching us. We'll see you next time. So before I go, a different kind of waste to deal with is human waste. And let me just say, I would love to have a gray water system and a composting toilet. However, the city won't let me have a gray water system because I might contaminate the watershed. We just won't say anything about the water treatment plant being right there on the water and them dealing with my black water and dumping it into our waterways. Or all the chemicals people use on their lawns going right into the road and then flushing straight into our waterways. Hypocrite? As for composting toilet, I haven't even bothered looking into it because I don't think I have the setup here to deal with it. I know my compost is not hot enough to break down the pathogens that are in human excrement. So with cold composting, I don't think I would feel comfortable using it near food for at least 2 years. At least. But 2 other forms of waste in your home that you can take care of easily on your own. Well, no, not easily, but you could take care of on your own. And if you have suggestions for home living in those 2 forms of waste, I would love to hear them.